Welcome to Park Hopper Society, a place where we discuss all things travel and theme parks, a little bit about life, and a lot about Disney. My name is Gary, and I'm joined by my two fellow hoppers, Britt
Hello.
and Aaron.
Hello.
In today's episode, we'll talk about our perfect Disney day at Hollywood Studios and play a new game called Pass or Stay. So without further ado, let's get hopping. Today, we'll continue our series of the perfect Disney day. For those of you just tuning in this series, we're discussing each Disney World park to tell you about what we consider to be our perfect Disney day. In the previous episode, we visited Epcot. Our next stop will take us to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
So get out your gowns and your tuxes, or your cloaks and your tunics, depending on
Yeah.
what your
Cloaks
favorite
and
is. Get some popcorn. Get ready for a walk down the red carpet as we talk about some of our favorite things at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So who wants to go first?
I went first last. I feel like you should go first this week.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah,
And I already alluded to this before we started recording,
you did.
that I feel very, very conflicted because when I think about Hollywood Studios, individually, it's some of my favorite things to do at Disney World.
I would agree with that.
I love Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yep.
Rise of the Resistance to me is probably one of the most, I think it's the most immersive Disney ride
I would agree.
I've been on.
It's
I
like
would agree.
It's like one of the most immersive experiences.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean, it's almost not even a ride. It's an experience.
Yeah.
That's a yeah.
it is. Like
Yeah.
the way that they just, the queue,
Yep.
the way they rope you into the story, it's incredible.
Yep.
I love some of the larger thrill rides, Rock and Roller Coaster. I love Tower of Terror.
Yep.
I even love all the Toy Story stuff. Big Pixar fan.
Yep.
Love Toy Story. So I love all those things individually, but package them together in what I didn't Google this, but I think is the smallest park of the
It
four
is, yeah.
Disney World parks. And cram, like everybody loves Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
I mean, we've gone when the park doesn't open until 10 o'clock, and we'll
Yep.
get there at like 9:30 or something. And just the line to get to the ticket counter or to the turnstile.
It's long.
No turnstiles. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's
Just to get in.
past,
Yeah.
it's before you get
also-
to the ticket booth.
It
Yep.
just feels like a long walk from whether you take the Skyliner or the bus. It just feels like forever just to get to the
Yeah.
turnstiles.
Tram, I mean,
From
whether
the buses, from the skyline, from the boat. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
It is a long walk. And also, I don't know why they do this, but they've got, like, when you first walk in, you got to go through security first.
Yes.
Right. And if you're there for park open, the security gate straight ahead of you is open.
Oh yeah,
But after like 10 o'clock in the morning, they close that one. That's the exit now. And you have to go all the way around to the
you
side
do.
to go in.
And that's where they let the tram off, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're parking.
Yeah.
you gotta
which
go
I
over
mean,
there.
that's, good for them. They had to park, I guess.
They did.
But still,
So
it
all,
irritates me every day. I just want to be
all
irritated.
that to say, I love all the things that I mentioned at Hollywood Studios.
Yes,
but it's not my favorite park,
I agree.
and don't know that I'm willing to say it's my least favorite.
I am.
See, maybe
wow.
maybe this is not going to be as controversial as I thought.
No, but I agree with you completely. I think it has some of the best
Yeah.
things. I think it's got good food at it.
Yep.
I think it's got,
I didn't even mention Fantasmic. and
I was
that's my
gonna say,
favorite.
it's
my
got,
favorite.
Fantasmic is great. Like, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. It's great.
Yeah.
There's so much about this park that's so good.
So good.
It's got some of the best IPs there. It's got Toy Story. It's got Star Wars. It's gonna have Monsters Inc. there.
Muppets.
Well, Rip Muppets.
Yeah.
They'll still be around, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
rip,
see.
Rip Aerosmith, honestly.
Rip Aerosmith.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's got such good. I'm with you. The elements are all there,
They're great.
but the whole park together is kind of a mishmash.
It is.
And it does, and it's so crowded. That's the thing for me. If I could go and it's like half capacity for the day, I'd love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
so the thing that I was thinking about is, so we're talking about the perfect day, right? So I was trying to think, okay, what is it that I would do? So let's say I plan on getting to Hollywood Studios first thing in the morning. Not necessarily rope drop, but just
Sure.
I'm going in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So most people, if you have small kids, you're going to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yep.
So that line's going to be long.
It's going to be crazy.
Everything Star Wars is going to be long because that's what
Yep.
everybody wants
Always.
to do.
Yep.
Um,
Except for Star Tours.
except for Star Tours,
right.
you can always count on
You can
Star
always
Tours.
count on Star
If you're
Tours.
hot and you need something to kill
Yeah.
time,
Yep.
Star Tours, which is not in Star Wars area.
No, it's not.
It's not, and it.
But to be fair, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin,
Yeah.
it's not even in the same park.
No.
It's really lost.
Yeah.
They've definitely lost their way.
Yeah.
Star Tours is one of the only rides at Disney that makes me sick.
That makes
And
sense though,
only
because it's
it,
got
not every time.
it's got the
I'm the
glasses
same way.
and the
Yeah.
3D motion
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I think it can kind of get me to a little bit.
Yeah. It is definitely like that's a hit or miss one for me. There are times I ride it, I'm totally fine. And there are times I ride it and I think on about the second sequence, I'm like, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
I have not. It's not gotten me yet.
I think the further you sit to the sides, the worse it gets.
That's probably true. I find the farther back I sit, the better it is too. Like if I'm
Yeah.
sitting up close,
Yeah.
but if I'm sitting farther back,
It
the
might-
3D
yeah.
effect works better for me
Right.
farther back.
Well, that's
Um,
just how it works, period.
Right. Yeah.
So you got your people Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. You got your people going to Star Wars. You got people who want the thrill ride, so they're going down Sunset Boulevard.
Yep.
And they're getting Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror.
Yep.
And then you have some of the people who are in the middle, and they're all doing the Toy Story stuff.
Yep.
So basically, 30 minutes after park open, everything is 50, 60-minute wait.
Everything.
And now what are you going to do?
Yep. This is why I don't like this park.
And that's it. And that is it for me. I agree though. Like when we go down to September, there's some extra
Yeah.
magic hours.
Yeah.
And it would
Extended
be
evening hours.
Extended.
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
they call them
Yeah,
now.
I'm sorry that
They're
was,
not extra
I used
magic
old
anymore.
school
Yeah.
language here. I will love it. And I would say this: Hollywood Studios at night is great.
It is.
And so I think like if you can wait and go in the afternoon, and you can ride all the stuff.
Yep.
If you've seen Fantasmic before and you're willing to skip it, that's a great time. I mean,
It is.
I've walked on to Rise of the Resistance.
Yep.
During
I do think
a
like
showing
if
at
you go in
Fantasmic.
the evening, the afternoon, whatever, or late evening, or the late day for Hollywood Studios
Yeah.
feels like the best time.
Yep.
It is. Tower of Terror is incredible at night.
Yes, it is.
Just when they open the doors or whatever, and you can see out, and it's all dark, but you see the lights. Like it's incredible.
For that matter, Slinky Dog Dash
Yeah,
is awesome at night.
I don't. The last time that I was at Hollywood Studios, Lynn and I were in line to ride Slinky Dog Dash.
Okay.
It was during a showing of Fantasmic.
Sure.
So it was
Okay.
like a 30-minute wait. And I was like, okay, this is it.
You got to
But
do it.
You have to,
Yeah.
right? So we get in line, it starts sprinkling a little bit. I'm like, it's fine, we're going to do this. We waited for 30 minutes, and then we waited for 45 minutes, and then we waited for an hour, which is honestly still not bad.
No.
But we were probably within, I'm going to say, 50 to 60 people to the front of the line.
Okay.
And they announced that they were closing Slinky Dog for the rest of the night.
No.
Yeah. And then we had the long walk, which just timed it perfectly, where we were catching all the people leaving
Oh,
late
no,
showing at
double whammy.
Fantasmic. And, so the Skyliner line is
Yup.
way down there. And I was like,
Yup.
it's
And of
it's
course,
fine.
did they give you? It wouldn't have mattered if they gave you a recovery lane or
No,
not because it's the end of the
it's-
night.
It's the end of the night.
Yup.
Yeah. I think this was actually technically after park closing.
Sure, yeah, which
So,
makes it if Phantasmic was letting out,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
and it was the second showing of Fantasmic.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that. So
Man, that it is. I will say it is a. I love Slinky Dog. It is such a long line.
it is.
Yes,
It is a very hot line. That's the other thing about Hollywood Studios to me.
it's hot.
I think it's the hottest park, and
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of people would say no. Epcot is the hottest park.
I would say Animal Kingdom, but
I know you
that's
would say
okay.
Animal Kingdom.
I would.
I know everybody
Yeah.
gets their own opinion.
That's right.
But mine is right. Um,
I will say this. This is something else I thought about. Your queues. So Mickey and Minnie's
yes.
Runaway Railway, Slinky Dog, and Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster.
Outside.
They're all outside.
They're all
With
outside.
not a whole lot. I will say
No.
this. At least I used to think Animal Kingdom would have as well. But honestly, when I go to Animal Kingdom, the places that I spend the most time in, there's like shade. So
Shade.
much
That's the thing.
shade.
There's a lot of shade there now because like
Yeah.
all the trees have grown up a lot. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of shade.
But I definitely do feel hot and thirsty whenever I'm at Hollywood Studios.
There's no shade.
Yeah.
It's all concrete. It's there's
The
nowhere to
biggest-
sit.
Hidden Mickey, though.
It does have the giant hidden Mickey, although it's slowly but surely being.
It's being taken
Deformed.
up by other things.
It is.
But originally, if you've never noticed this, look at Hollywood Studios from Google Earth or whatever maps
Does it look like a
images.
Mickey.
Yeah, right there, right where
Yep.
the
It's a coincidence. It's not real.
it's definitely not a coincidence. No.
Yeah, right there in the big plaza that's out in front of Runaway Railway
Mm-hmm.
that's Mickey's head, and then what the
That
lake.
makes sense.
The lake is an
and
ear, and
yeah.
there used to be the other
Yeah,
ear is
The
kind of
other ear is gone now.
misshapen at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's sideways Mickey.
yeah, well, and now they've got some like plantings out there and stuff on a little like terrace kind of an area right there in the middle of that big plaza, and so from the sky now it almost looks like he has a mustache or something going on.
He's a little more sophisticated.
He is, yeah. It's not quite like you said. It's
Yeah.
not the hidden Mickey used to be, but he's got eyes and everything. So
Yeah, he does.
it is.
It's
it is
impressive,
It is. It
honestly.
is very impressive.
It's kind of like the tree that's hidden in Animal Kingdom, but I
Yeah.
feel like we're talking too much about Animal Kingdom. We'll save
That's
that
true.
for next
Yeah,
episode.
that's the next time.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
so,
people,
But
let me
what is your
get back.
your perfect?
Okay, so
day?
my well, so I don't know.
You want me to go?
No, I for me, I think Hollywood Studios, at least recently, it's been a half day park for me. It's not been
Yeah.
a full day.
And to be clear, that doesn't mean you're getting everything done in half a day.
No, it just means I'm only staying for a half day.
Yeah, and then bailing on it.
And this is what is I was thinking of, because Lennon loves a lot of the things that I just mentioned. You know,
Yep.
some of the rides, that kind of stuff. And I was asking him before I headed this way. I said, "Hey, buddy, I was like, if we were going to Hollywood Studios," I said, what's your perfect day at Hollywood Studios?" And he goes, "I want to do like these 4 things and then leave." And I was like, "That's exactly the way I feel." Which I hate to say, because I mean, again, I do enjoy all
Yeah.
the things separately. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
So because I'm saying that, and because I like being there at night, I'm gonna say I show up after lunch.
Okay.
And hopefully at that time, some of the people who have smaller children who have already ridden Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, and they've already done Slinky Dog and some of that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
are taking their kids back to the resort for a nap. So I hopefully can, get in line and do some of that kind of stuff.
Yep.
They also have one of my favorite things to eat for lunch, which is at the ABC Commissary, and it's the buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich.
Yep. You've mentioned it before.
It is so
it is good.
good.
I like it too. It is good.
Yeah,
But
it's-
honestly, as I think about it, Hollywood Studios has some of the best food in general for just
I
if
thi-
you just need to grab something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I think their quick service is definitely up. Here's the thing, though. I will say, as far as their quick service goes, I think Epcot has really good quick service. I think Hollywood has really good quick service. I think Animal Kingdom might have the best quick service.
true.
That's
It
my
does have
opinion.
Really good.
The Magic Kingdom has by far the worst. And I don't mean like they're in 4th, I mean of the 4 parks, they're in like 7th or 8th place. Like
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know what's going on there, but like I feel like all the food offerings at Magic Kingdom are just so disappointing.
Well, it's just your standard fare,
Yeah.
And
like it's not bad for
It's not
theme park
bad,
food.
but
It's
it's burgers, it's hot dogs, it's
Yeah.
chicken,
and none of it like that good. I like Pinocchio Village House. I
Right.
think just because it's different. I know a lot of people don't,
Yep.
but honestly, pretty much all the quick service, I would agree, at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Good.
It's all good.
Well, I mean,
When you've even got sci-fi dining.
yes.
You do, which I love, and a lot of people hate that place.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
I think it's so much
cool.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
it's a more than adequate burger.
Yeah,
it
and
is.
campy old
Well,
TV shows.
Yep.
And the thing is, like, well, it's not necessarily quick service. It's not priced so far
No.
I agree.
away from a quick service. So
Yep.
it's like I can pay $16 for a burger and a Coke, or I can go to Sci-Fi and pay $20.
Yeah.
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 And
sit
have an
down and get
incredible
refills
atmosphere.
Yep.
And stuff.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you get air conditioning.
Yeah.
Um,
I will never forget the first time we ate at Sci-Fi. I was with my family, and I think my in-laws were with us. Lennon was little. Like, I mean, maybe not even 2 years old yet. So the first letdown was we did get to sit at the car, but we didn't get to sit like in the cool car. We got to sit in the car that looks like
in
a
the table car.
in
Yeah.
the center.
Yep.
So first it was like, okay, this kind of sucks.
Yep.
And then Lennon screamed the entire meal.
Nice.
The entire meal. Yeah.
Ruining it for everyone.
Everyone. Yeah, everyone. Which honestly, I have kids.
Sure.
So when my kids act up or they scream, I'm dying on the inside.
Yep.
When other people's do, I'm like, it's fine. We've
yeah.
all been there before. You know, like, but
Yep, it happens.
Yeah, if
Especially
it's
at Disney.
Especially.
Like, yeah.
I mean, you combine the sugar and the heat and
Yeah,
the
but
exhaustion.
I didn't bring children into this world, so I don't deserve to suffer with you all.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
But you wouldn't say that.
I don't know.
I probably would.
He's hot and tired too, you know.
And that's the problem. So I love the lunch options.
Yep.
And there's, well, not just quick service.
Yep.
If you want the standard burger, fries, you can get that. If you want commissary, I know has some tacos. We've already talked about the grilled cheese. I think they've got a salad that's
They
there.
do. Yeah, they've got some really good options.
In Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, you've got the
Ronto wrap.
thank you, the Ronto
Yeah.
wrap. All I could think was the Surly Sarlacc, which is the adult beverage
the
they
drink,
offer there,
yeah.
which is also
Is that one-
fantastic.
So there's
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's the one with grapefruit vodka,
I
which
remember.
is normally something that I would be like, gross, I don't want that. But
Right.
it's really, really good.
Was
so
that at the place with the Ronto wraps?
Yep.
Okay.
yep, you can get it there or inside at Docking Bay 7.
And then there's
Um,
Oga's
right.
Cantina.
Oga's Cantina.
Yeah.
Just super cool. Even if you don't
It
drink,
is-
that's a
yeah,
cool place to
it's
go.
incredible. And the food is good. The only complaint I would have is the lighting. And I felt like
That's
I was
Ah,
75 when I was there with my
My com-
flashlight trying to look at my menu.
my complaint about Oga's Cantina is there's really just, you're going to most likely stand the entire time.
Yes, that's right. We did have to
And
stand.
you may well be sharing your tiny standing
Yes.
table with another party.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get
Uh,
a sitting table, you're definitely sharing it with
Yeah, you're
somebody.
absolutely sharing. No, the honestly, the best place to be is if you actually get to sit at the bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, you are going to be sitting with other people, but that's a normal bar.
It is.
The first time that I went, we went
Yeah.
and we got to stand like at one of them over like against the wall, that little
Mhm.
like counter
Yep.
there. That was pretty nice because
Yeah,
they didn't
it
put anybody
wasn't
else
the
with us.
worst.
right.
No, but I've been a couple of other times and had to stand again, and it is the standing table itself has room for about 3 people, and there's 7 or 8 of you crammed around it.
Yeah.
And again, you only know the couple of people you came
That's
with.
right.
You don't know these other people.
And like at Oga's, they're like, hey, we want you to enjoy it, but not too long.
Yeah.
Right. No, you're
Yeah,
on a
'cause you-
strict time limit.
You get a reservation to
Yeah.
come and stand
Yeah.
in this place.
That's
yeah.
right.
No, and they let you know, like you're on a time, and they come by, like the server does come by. It's like, hey, just gonna see if you guys need more drinks. You got 24 minutes left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Noted.
Okay.
Not
thank
trying to
you.
rush you,
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, I'm not trying to
leave.
rush you, but I am gonna kick you out in 23 minutes. Yeah, it's that is, I agree. That is the other thing about Oga's is I think it's a lot of fun to go do. I've done it a couple of times now.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to go back.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would totally go with somebody. Like if somebody else wanted to go, I would say yes. I also think it's a really fun place to go with somebody who hasn't been there before.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
That is a lot of fun. So
a lot of it is just about who you're with.
it is. It is.
Are they Star Wars? Like, Leslie could care less about Star Wars.
Sure.
So,
Emily loves Star Wars, so
well,
I like
so
that on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So she would
Yeah.
enjoy going. Like Leslie,
Yeah,
would,
she
she
loves
would
it.
go if I said, "Hey, do you want to go?" She would go.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't be interested.
Yeah.
She would not be. Yeah. I was taking pictures of everything. I was like, oh man, this is cool.
Yeah.
There's DJ Rex over there.
Yep.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. So again, the food is good. And going back to my half day schedule, I hope I get to do Mickey and Minnie's. Here's what I call a success at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Okay. If I get to do Rise of the Resistance and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway,
Okay.
that's a successful day to me. That's what I would call good.
Sure.
Great to me would be, it would involve that grilled cheese sandwich, but it would also involve Tower of Terror. I love Tower of Terror.
Yes. I agree with
Um,
that.
and probably seeing Phantasmic.
That's fair.
So
It's a good day.
Yeah.
It is a good day. I don't know what would be perfect. Perfect, it would be Christmas time. Everything would be decorated. I'd be hearing some like big band Christmas music while
Yeah.
I'm standing around Echo Lake.
Okay.
Love that vibe.
Yep.
I love the show that they do on the Tower of Terror at
Yep.
night.
Yep.
That is incredible. The Snope.
Would you stay for Jollywood Nights?
Yeah, I never have.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Actually, this was a topic of conversation in our house not too long ago. I'm not ready to
Yeah.
do it yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever done any of the, like, have you done the Not So Scary?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done Not So Scary and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just not Jolly. So Jollywood Nights is the only
Yeah,
one.
that's the newest. And this
Okay.
is only the second year
Right.
with
Yeah.
it.
We've never done any
Now,
of
if you're like, hey, I want to go down and do Jollywood Nights, are you interested? Yes.
Yeah.
I will go. You know, for my family of 4, especially as someone who has an annual pass,
Right.
here's what I think about the parties, if we can take a quick aside.
Absolutely. I mean, it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want to.
That's fair. So if I were paying per day to go to the park, and my option is I'm going to pay $125 to go to Hollywood Studios today, or I'm going to pay $150 and I'm going to hit the party.
Sure.
I would probably pay the extra money
Sure.
for the party.
I agree.
The option for me as an annual pass holder is I'm going to say quote unquote nothing.
Right. Nothing additional.
I'm not paying
You've already
anything
paid.
additional, yes, to go into Hollywood Studios and enjoy my time.
Yep.
Or I'm going to pay $600, $700, $800 for my family of 4 to go
Yeah.
for one evening.
Yeah. Because even though you do get an annual pass holder discount
You
on that
do.
pass,
10%.
it's still expensive.
It's still
Yeesh.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be north of $200 a person.
It can be. Yeah.
And so for that number, I'm not as interested.
I agree. That's kind of always been my thing. I want to do them. I want to see what they're like, but it's so expensive. And then 2, for me, my boys, like, we hit 9:00. We're pushing it. Like, they're running on
Right.
fumes, especially at Disney. Like, we've been going all day. They're exhausted. So, like, you know, the after hours parties, anything like that, where we're going to be here until midnight, like, that's not going to be fun for anyone. I'm paying a lot of money now, so we can all be really upset with each other,
Yeah.
and things can get really tense.
Well, and the benefit of after hours or any of that kind of stuff, even the extended evening hours,
yeah.
is that last hour,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because everyone else is tuckered out.
Yep.
And they've gone back to the resort. You can go strong and let's do this stuff, you know, as long as we can.
Yep.
That to me is the beauty of the parties. You know,
I agree.
Once the fireworks show is done or whatever,
You got
most
3
people
hours now.
they start heading back.
Yep.
And for my family at this point, they want to start heading back. And I'm like,
Yes.
hey, do you know how much we paid to be here? You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
so no, I haven't done Jollywood Nights. I'm not opposed immediately.
Yeah.
But there's not anything that really appeals to me either
Yeah, that's fair.
that makes me want to spend that extra money to go.
That's fair.
Yeah, so that's my day. I think a half day at night specifically, if I can do those couple things, it's good. If I can do the other, I didn't even mention Slinky. I do love the Toy Story stuff. I really do.
I do too.
It just 90 minutes for Slinky Dog is not worth
No,
it to me.
I agree.
I'll wait 45 minutes to an hour.
I would say the same.
60 minutes is where I cap out.
And that's
and-
gonna be true for me for just about any ride. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think if there's a ride at Disney that I would honestly be willing to wait more than 60 minutes for.
For me, it's Flight of Passage. That's the one that comes to mind. Well,
Okay, that's-
and
yeah.
Guardians.
See, I don't, and I love Guardians,
Mhm.
but I'll be honest, if I know that I'm going to be waiting an hour and a half for it, I just
I'm
think
not
like,
waiting an hour and a half.
Okay,
70,
I'd wait an
70
hour.
is my threshold.
okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think if it was a 75-minute wait for it, I think I would.
Like
I
if
could.
you walk up to it, I think I kind of agree. If I walk up to a ride and I look at that little LED
Yep.
sign that says what the thing, and honestly, if it's over 50 minutes, I'm like, yeah, let's go find something else.
Me too.
That's the thing. Like, again, Guardians. If it says 60, I'd probably get in the line only
Mhm.
because a 60-minute wait for Guardians is
That
a
is
relatively
a
short
steal,
line.
You're
and-
lucky if
and-
you can get a ride, period.
Right. And I also know that they overinflate those wait times.
They do.
However,
But sometimes
it's,
you watch them, and
Yeah.
like for a Guardians or Slinky Dog, you hit 70 minutes, and you're like, hey, that's as good as it's going to get today.
That's
so if we're
true.
going to ride it,
Yep.
and I have waited right at 2 hours for Rise of the Resistance
Wow.
when
Okay.
it
when it first opened.
opened.
And it was probably worth it then.
Yeah,
I mean,
And I would wait an hour probably to ride it now.
I can agree with that. And I would say if you've never ridden it before, it probably is worth an hour and a half to 2 hour wait. It is that ride is probably the one that I would say, no, that one. And I would say Guardians is too. It's just Rise is so much longer. Rise is a long experience.
Again, starting with the queue, honestly.
It is. And it is even the queue is really cool because you're walking through the base and everything. Like if you like Star Wars, it is really cool. Yeah. If you don't like Star Wars, honestly, you're probably still going to enjoy the ride.
You will.
Because it's a fun ride. You're probably not going to enjoy the wait.
I don't think you have to, you don't have to watch all the movies.
No.
To enjoy this ride.
No.
No.
You don't have to like all the movies.
Right.
I don't like the sequel trilogy at all. We could do a whole episode where I could just rant about that for forever.
Which is what the ride is based on.
It is. And I still love the ride.
Yes,
I think it's a cool ride.
Honestly,
it'd be cooler if Darth Vader was there.
That is how I would probably spend my day in Hollywood studios. Because as y'all mentioned, it is hard to really get a good day out of Hollywood. I would just make a Star Wars day of it. I would literally
That's fair.
Make it a half day, get myself a Ronto wrap, maybe go to Oga's at some point, but I would have to do Rise of the Resistance, and I would do Chewie mode on Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, Chewie mode.
And I would probably end my night with getting a lightsaber and doing the silly lightsaber thing out in the dark with everyone.
Oh, yeah. That's a good day.
Yep.
Tell us about Chewie mode for those who don't know.
So Chewie mode is a secret cheat code in Smuggler's Run where you request it, and they'll tell you how all four of the six. Excuse me, yeah,
and you do have to have a full crew of six.
Yeah,
the caveat.
All 6 people will enter a special code on their little control panel. It's depending on where you're at, I think it's more complicated than other places.
Yeah,
and then whenever you do Smuggler's Run, which is like a really immersive riding in the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
Instead of having what's his name?
Hondo Ohnaka.
Instead of Hondo Ohnaka talking to you and giving you pep talks and telling you when to do things and giving you very clear instructions on how to do things like punch it or launch the claw and stuff like that, you have Chewbacca yelling at you the entire time.
It's great.
You cannot tell what in the world he is telling you what to do, but it's so good.
Yep. And it's the exact same ride.
Yes. And it makes
ride.
It always ends with Hondo Ohnaka telling you you've made Chewie proud anyway. Yep. So it just makes it that much better when it's Chewie just there at the end.
Just screaming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chewie mode that is honest to goodness, that is one of the most fun things I've ever done.
Yes.
And we had a good group that
we did.
Because the people, it was the 3 of us. I'm trying to remember.
Was Travis with us?
He might have been.
Yeah.
And then because I know that we definitely had 2 people that weren't with us.
2 strangers.
And we were like, you guys want to do Chewie mode? And the one guy was like, do you guys want to do Chewie mode? He's like, yeah. He was all about it.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
The best part though is at the very end, before the door even opens, you just we're like, yay! And the door opens, and the person who was a different person than let us in the first place, she goes, did you all do Chewie mode? It was great. That is definitely one of my favorite memories.
Yes.
You should definitely do Chewie mode at some point if you've never done it.
Yeah.
But don't make it your first time doing it.
No, yeah, that's my thing. Every time, because my boys really want to do Chewie mode.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, guys, first of all, we got to have a crew of 6. And the problem is when you have 2 small kids, they usually don't put 2 other people on with you unless they're really, really busy.
Yeah.
It's because they don't want people throwing up.
That's it.
The kids are going to be the pilot.
They know the kids are going to be the pilots.
It matters.
And look, I don't enjoy it either. But, I'm yelling the whole time. No, go down. Yeah, push it forward.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
They just think that those things are there to be looked at or something.
And they can't reach all the buttons, and they're not paying attention. They're just looking at the screen. You know. So. Yeah, that's my only thing is if you're going to do it, at least make sure that everybody, I mean, you do have to make sure everybody's on board with it, but I would never, ever do it for somebody's first time because if it's your first time doing it, it would kind of ruin the ride for you. It wouldn't make it fun. It'd just make it utter chaos.
Yeah. You appreciate it a lot better after you've done it.
You do. And it is hilarious chaos, but you're right. If you never read it before, you don't know what you're getting into. It's just going to be Chewbacca screaming at you for the next 3.5 minutes or whatever.
Sorry, I was going to say. So it's kind of like marriage, but that's not true. If you're listening, I love you.
I'm listening.
Oh, sorry, Leslie, if you're listening.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
So after hearing my take, Aaron's take, would you say that Hollywood Studios is best? Like instead of trying to go and do everything, doing small bite sizes.
Yeah, I think Hollywood Studios more than the other three parks to me is the one, and I have to remind myself of this. Emily's on me every time we go here to like relax. Just it's okay
Yeah.
because I have to be okay with it. Like it's best when you go and you just say, "Hey, we're going to get what we get."
Mhm.
You know, we're going to try to ride this, that, and the other. We might only get one of them. We might get none of them. We might get whatever. You know, we're going to have to wait in line.
Right.
Do we want to wait in that line? You know, I love Runaway Railway. That is probably the one, and I don't ride it every single time I'm there, but that is the one that I'm like, that's what I want to do.
Right.
That I would say that's my favorite ride at Hollywood Studios. And usually at some point in the day you can get in and it's like a 45-minute wait. The problem is it's also really hot. Like you said, it's an outside queue and
It is.
it's
For
all, I
at
mean, you're in the
least
middle of the park.
50%.
Yeah, you're in the
Yes.
middle. And even once you get inside, it's just like switchbacks. It's awful.
Yeah.
I hate the line.
Yeah.
Hate the
Yep.
line. The Disneyland version,
Oh gosh.
their line is
It's
super
incredible.
cool. It's awesome.
It
like
is.
I loved the line. I enjoyed waiting in the line.
I didn't even wait in the line because we did get like a lightning lane for it,
Sure.
and I wish we had have waited in line.
Yeah. No, it's fun. Like it was a really cool line.
It's like Tron. Tron's way cooler if you
yeah.
actually go through the
Yeah,
It
full
is.
line.
I would
Once you
agree
get-
with that.
Again, once you get inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, not outside. That's another
Yes.
outdoor queue. But yeah, that's probably the only one that I would say for me is like I definitely want to make sure we ride that one. And it is a bummer because I enjoy it. I love walking around the Star Wars area. I will say the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is probably the best themed, most immersive
Yes.
land
Mhm.
that Disney has made across all their parks. Now, the Cars area at California
It's
Adventure,
pretty incredible.
it's pretty cool. But I would say that this is probably the best.
Yep.
But it's that's the thing. And like the Toy Story area, it's neat. I wish there was more shade. I don't understand why there's no shade.
Now they did add that new canopy right over Woody's lunchbox now.
Yeah,
help.
with the additional seating
Yes.
to also help.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Um,
last time I was there though, they had the canopy, I think, but they had it blocked off because someone was having a heat stroke or something.
Oh,
so
no. yeah.
Probably. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing.
I would
is
say
it's
this:
just-
if it rains in Hollywood Studios, good luck finding cover.
Oh yeah, because I mean, there's a little bit, but it's
But,
mainly in the
yeah.
bathrooms. Like go
Exactly.
Go
I was
log
going to
it.
say what made
Also-
me think of it is we were standing out at the covers of the bathroom
Mhm.
in Toy Story area.
Oh yeah. Also
that
that
was it.
bathroom, like that's the other thing. Hollywood Studios. So that bathroom, and there's also the one if you go like through Star Wars, so you're coming down, you're passing. It used to be the Streets of America. So you got like the New
Yes.
York City
Yep.
block here on your left. You got what was Muppets,
Yes.
and straight ahead you got the Sci-Fi Diner, and then you got some bathrooms right there.
Right there in the with
Those
it
bathrooms,
forks.
yep, those bathrooms and the Toy Story bathrooms only have like 3 toilets in them.
Which
What
is
are we doing?
What it feels like Disneyland.
It
That's
does. It
exactly
feels
the way
like
Disneyland
Disneyland.
was.
Now, if you're there and you're looking for a bathroom, there are other good bathrooms to
Oh,
go to.
Plenty.
If you're at the one I'm talking about right there, go around to the other side. So like just keep going past Star Tours, on around across from like Indiana Jones, right there next to the
Yes.
Mickey and Minnie's Vacation Fund.
Right.
There's a great bathroom right there that almost nobody ever goes to. It's huge. It's
You know,
quiet.
another one is
Star-
in ABC Commissary,
Yes.
right? Because they share the same bathroom with Sci-Fi Diner.
They do.
And no one's in there.
Nope.
No one is ever in
That's
there.
a good in Star Wars. If you're going through like the market area,
Yes. Oh,
that bathroom's pretty good.
yes,
That's a
man,
great
that
bathroom.
is-
Yeah.
that
That is a
honestly,
good
that's
one.
a bathroom where I've come.
Yep.
I won't say this close because you guys can't see it, but very close to
Yep.
like getting my phone out and taking a picture
Yep.
because it's so cool.
It is a cool
like the way
bathroom.
the
Yeah.
sink is done
Yes.
and everything. It is
Yep.
so cool.
And
I don't do that.
the
but
one on the other side, the one over on like next to the Droid Depot and all that.
yes,
It's themed the same, but it's a much smaller bathroom. So that's another issue for me at Hollywood Studios. So many of their bathrooms are just weirdly small.
yeah,
And again, unfortunately, the smallest bathrooms are in some of the busiest places.
They
That
are.
one in Toy Story is just, I mean, literally like if we're there and either one of my boys are like, I've got to go to the bathroom, I'm like, okay, well, hold it. We're going to Star Wars. Like,
Toy Story
You'll
is
thank me
just,
later.
it's always just packed, period.
It
at Toy
is.
It
Story.
is. Which I think you miss out on some of the detailed theming, like
I
seeing
agree.
Andy's footprint and
Yep.
the sidewalk
Mhm.
and stuff, but you just can't see it.
Well, you can't even see some of the soldiers doing their marching stuff half
No.
the time
No, you
because
can
there's a
hear
huge
'em.
crowd. Yeah,
Yeah.
you hear them.
No, that's the thing is I remember explaining to one of my kids about the theming of it. Like, as you walk in, I was like, hey, like, we're shrinking. You're like, what? I was like, yeah, we're shrinking. I was like, that's the whole thing. Like, look around. That's why everything is huge. That's why, like,
Yeah.
that's why all of the, like, there's like tall bamboo and stuff. Like, all of the stuff is overgrown because you're down in the
They're
grass.
so small.
You know, and which is probably why they don't have trees, because there's no explanation for why there'd be tiny trees. But I don't care. I
That's
don't need that,
true.
Disney. I
No.
need shade.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll say this: Disney's ability to hide a light
Yes.
in some shape, form, or fashion where you don't even realize what it is, like, it's incredible.
Yep.
Their light game is on point.
I agree.
I don't know who does that.
Like those not at all suspicious trees that you see when you ride the monorail.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yep.
fair.
Yep.
But I mean, just the way that they do. Gosh, well, I think about Flight of Passage
Yeah.
and that queue,
Oh yeah.
but also like even in the Toy Story area,
Yep.
just the way that they have things lit up,
Yep.
and not to where you're like, oh look, that's a street light.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Something we haven't mentioned. Talk about real quickly, Indiana Jones stunt show, which is
I've never seen it.
I've never
no. Are
seen
you
it.
serious?
I
Listen,
want to see.
I'm-
Okay.
September. Here we go.
We're gonna
Yeah.
go see it in
I
September.
always
We
want to
have
go see it.
to.
I know. I always want to do it. But here's the problem. I always think about it about 10 minutes after it started.
Yeah.
You know?
And, or when you see it, it's like, well, next show's in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
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 Or like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's,
I can remember being as a kid, and we stood in line in the rain to see the show, right? So we finally get in there. It's an amphitheater, so it's covered, completely covered. They do the pre-show. They do the first scene, which I won't tell you too much about, but I'm sure you know.
It's gonna. It's
You all know the
gonna be
one
ball,
scene
right?
with the big ball.
yeah. Yeah.
So the stunt guy slipped and fell and hurt his ankle.
Oh, no.
Did he get ran over?
No, well, kind of, but they ended it.
Oh, man.
The rest of the show done.
I mean,
the
I guess
actor
that
got
makes
hurt.
sendon't
It does.
They don't have a backup.
As a
Andy.
10-year-old, I was crushed.
Oh, yeah. Just like he
Um,
was.
I don't know about just like he was, but
Well done.
similar. Yeah, very
Nice
well done.
zinger.
But I have seen it multiple times after that.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll mention real quick, One Man's Dream.
I do enjoy it. Yeah.
One man's dream.
That's the story of Walt Disney.
Yeah.
And the Walt
Oh,
Disney.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did that one time.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
hiding in there from
the
a
storm.
yeah for like 2 hours.
I fell asleep. I
Yeah,
laid down somewhere.
that was rough.
It was that entertaining for you?
Well, it was hot. I was tired, and
Yeah.
it was raining, and we just went in there just to get away from it. But it was cool. It was cool. What I saw.
I do miss on the marquee outside. They've changed it now, but it used to be One Man's Dream, and also Meet Sully.
Yes.
But the way the marquee read was like One Man's Dream meets Sully. You know, it was like for a long time I was like, that isn't what it says, but I'm not really sure what it does because I didn't realize One Man's Dream was in there.
Yeah.
I just thought it was I knew it was the Walt Disney Museum or whatever,
Right.
you know, and I was like, this is weird to put that up there. One man's dream is to meet Sully, but
Well,
they've
yeah,
changed it
here we
now,
are.
and I really wish it would go back.
It's probably a couple of people's dream.
It could be. I don't think you can meet Sully anywhere right now.
Oh, well,
I bet you can when Monsters Inc.
Yeah,
opens.
you give it a couple of years.
Mhm.
Not a dream if
Monstropolis?
if it's
Yeah.
possible.
It's true.
Yeah, so
It's true.
I know we're a little over time, but very quickly, have you seen some of the concept art and some of the videos and stuff for the door coaster?
Yes,
It does look pretty incredible.
it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. Honestly, I'm not a huge Muppets fan.
was
I
gonna say,
like
were
the
you,
Muppets.
Were you sad to see the Muppets go?
I love Muppets.
I was sad to see it go for the history
Did
of
you,
it
did
being
you
Jim
see the
Henson.
show before it left?
Which show?
Yeah, the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yes, yeah. I saw that also like in the 90s too.
Yeah.
But we saw it last time because
Yeah.
it's like we know it's leaving, so got to see it at least
Right.
one more time.
Yep. Yeah, it I was sad to see it go just because it was the last thing that Jim Henson worked on. You
Right.
know, and it's not that I don't like the Muppets. I am more excited about it being Monstropolis than I am it being the Muppets.
Right.
I am glad that they're keeping something for the Muppets. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it being Rock and Roller Coaster.
Well,
We'll see. I'm not going to pass judgment on that until I get to see it.
if anything, it adds to the very first part of the conversation, which is, you know, Hollywood Studios has some of the best IPs,
I agree.
but it's kind of a hodgepodge,
I
Yeah.
agree.
you know?
I felt the same way about California Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
It feels very much the same. The difference is California Adventure has always been that way.
Right.
I will say, at least in some weird way, the Muppets having a roller coaster does make more sense than Aerosmith having a roller coaster.
Especially at this
In
point.
a Disney
Yeah.
park?
Like,
Yeah.
and I like Aerosmith,
Mm-hmm.
but it was always a little confusing that this was
The
an
Muppets
Aerosmith
will
roller
It
coaster.
will kind of be timeless in some sense.
More so than Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. I agree. Even if the Muppets aren't as cool as Aerosmith once was,
Yeah.
at this point, like, there's a bunch of people writing this that, like,
Who's
they probably think
Aerosmith?
Aerosmith is a made up band for
Right.
this. you
Also,
know?
Yeah.
the Muppets
Yes.
will most likely be less problematic than Steven Tyler Smith.
Well, we hope.
If they're not, we're in trouble. Something has gone terribly wrong.
So listen, I feel like we have dogged Hollywood Studios a little bit. And
little bit.
I don't necessarily mean to do that.
No, because to be clear, I enjoy my days in Hollywood
Me too.
Studios.
Mhm.
Like, it's not that I don't want to go.
Right.
I just, of the 4 parks, if you're giving me one day, it's not the one I'm picking.
I
think-
agree.
I think you've got the right idea in that it's if you just add up the value of everything that is there, it's like the most valuable park, like
It is.
pound
Yep.
for pound, but you do have to deal with the lines because everyone also sees that.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it also arguably doesn't have the best of everything, I guess.
Right.
Other than, I mean, it does have the immersion. It's probably I don't know. Animal Kingdom is just very immersive too in ways, but
I would agree with that.
Yeah, but it's great. But
Yeah. It's a tough one for me right now.
It is. I would say, again, if you're giving me one day, I'm not going there. If you're giving me 3 days, I'm definitely going.
Definitely.
In fact, if you're giving me 3 days and I can only pick 3 parks, I'm probably skipping Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I love Animal Kingdom, but I'm
Yes.
probably going to go to Hollywood Studios over that.
And that's the thing. I think that's part of the reason that Hollywood Studios stays so packed
I
is
agree.
because if there's people who have come down to do Universal or something, they're only doing one Disney park.
Yeah,
You don't care about the nostalgia of Magic Kingdom.
right.
You're probably going to Hollywood Studios.
That's it. I feel like at this point, you're going for the nostalgia of Magic Kingdom, you're going for the drinking around the world of Epcot. Like, let's
Right.
just call it what it is. Or you're going for the IPs, and in that case, you're going to Hollywood Studios,
Hollywood
especially
Studios.
with Star Wars. Especially with Star Wars,
Yes.
Toy Story was a big enough draw on its own. Star Wars is just even more so.
Yeah, it's something. And I hope they do something to build that area out
I agree.
even more.
Well, and I mean, in fairness, looking at the space that they've set aside for Monstropolis and stuff, like I do think they know this is a park to expand.
Yeah.
And I'm, on the same token, I'm excited to see what they do with the expansions to not expansions, but redo of the Animal Kingdom dinosaur area.
I agree.
I'll be curious to see if that doesn't pull, and especially with the Cars area and if they ever do the Villains Land stuff at Magic
Right.
Kingdom, I think they realize on some level we got to start pulling some people away from Hollywood Studios.
You have to.
Because it's overcrowded.
It is. And I'm sure there's a capacity.
And you've got to be coming to
I
it.
mean,
You've got to be getting close to
yeah.
it.
So, unfortunately, we don't have a ton of time to keep talking about Hollywood Studios. But for all you guys listening, tell us about your perfect day, and maybe you guys, perfect day at Hollywood Studios. And maybe you guys disagree with us. Maybe you're like, no, I love it. I go at rope drop, and I'm there all day long, and I do all the stuff, and I do.
Tell us your secrets.
Yeah, please, because there's something that we're missing.
Yeah.
And don't tell us that your secret is Lightning Lane.
Although, in fairness, that can greatly enhance your enjoyment.
It can. It can.
Again, we're going to do an episode about lightning lanes at some
We
point.
will. Yeah. But anyways, tell us more. Tell us about what you guys think, what you agree with or disagree with.
Yeah.
Okay, so time for a new segment. We're going to call it Pass or Stay. I'm pretty excited
Yes.
about this one, actually.
Yeah.
I love staying at a good Disney resort. Actually, I
too.
love staying at a bad Disney resort.
I do
just
too.
love staying at Disney resorts. And that's what we're talking about today, only specifically the Disney Value Resorts. So
Yeah.
here's the way this game is going to work. We're going to go through each one of the resorts, and we're going to talk about the good, we're going to talk about the bad, and then we're going to discuss whether we would pass on them
Yep.
or do we stay.
Yep.
So, value resorts, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 of them.
All-Star Movies,
Yep.
All-Star Music,
Yep.
All-Star Sports,
Yep.
which, let's face it, are the same thing.
Pretty much the same thing.
Different
Slight
theme.
theming difference.
There's another difference we talk about too in a second.
Yep.
Pop Century
Yep.
and Art of Animation.
Yep.
Which is the oddball?
It is. And this conversation is very much the oddball.
It is.
And we'll talk about that too.
You want to start with All-Star?
Yeah. So like you said, there's 3 All-Star resorts. And for all intents and purposes, they are pretty much the same place. They're
nearly the same location.
Yeah, they're really they're easily within walking distance of each other. It's a parking lot that separates them. So if you're staying at one, you could walk to any of the other 2, both of the other 2. I don't know how you want to say that.
Say it.
They all have the same. I think they have the same number of pools and everything. They've got very comparable facilities, very comparable main buildings.
Yeah. So quickly, the general layout is
Yeah.
there's a main building.
Yes.
Which has a bus stop in front of it.
Yep.
Main building is going to have, that's where you check in.
Yep.
That's where
Food.
your food's going to be. Your gift shops are
Yep.
going to be there. Arcade's going to be
Arcade, I was
there.
gonna say, yeah.
When you walk out, there's going to be a pool in front
Yep.
of you, and then there's going to be different themed areas.
Yep.
Typically, about 3 buildings per area. Would
Yeah,
you say
I
2
think
to
that's
3?
about right. 3 buildings per area and maybe 4 areas for each one,
Yeah.
something like that. And the theming is all going to be within the greater theming. So if you're at
It is.
sports, you're going to be in I think sports has a football area, baseball area.
I'm trying to look it up right now. as
I
we're
want to say a
talking.
tennis area, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I
Say it
remember
with confidence. They'll believe you.
Well, that's fair. But anyway, the decor in those areas is going to reflect what it is. So, if you're in the football area, there's giant football helmets and like big football fields out there. If you're in the baseball area, I think it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie are playing a baseball game out there. Statues of them and stuff like that. So it is really cool.
Here we are.
Music and movies has similar kind of vibes to them.
Baseball,
Okay.
football.
Okay.
Basketball?
That would make sense.
It would.
I can remember it was basketball or
Um,
soccer.
Yeah, tennis
Tennis. Aha.
and
Called it.
basketball.
Basketball. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that all of them? They also have Surf's Up. So I guess, wait a minute.
that must be around the pool.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. Yeah. So that's at sports. Music.
Yeah. What are the music and movies?
They have Calypso buildings.
Okay.
They have jazz. My personal
This is for
favorite.
music.
Yes. We are talking music, right?
We
Not
are
movies?
now.
Okay. Country fair, so country music, and Broadway,
Okay.
which I think is mostly centered around Disney IPs
That makes
that are
sense.
on Broadway.
That makes sense.
And then very quickly for your movies, we've got Toy Story area, which is super cool, actually.
Sure. Okay.
Fantasia,
Okay.
Herbie the Love Bug.
That. Okay.
Have you guys seen
that's
Herbie the Love Bug?
The old one. I don't think I
Yes,
saw the
I
new one.
remember that.
Oh yeah, not the Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although at this point the new one is old.
Yeah, it is
That's
very
Why do
old
you
at this
Why do you
point.
have to say it like that?
Well, it's just
The difference is we weren't alive for the first one.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, this is gonna be great. 101 Dalmatians. Okay, but then
Sure.
Mighty Ducks.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
So that's a different area. So if
Yeah.
you're kids or if you are interested in any of those things,
Yeah,
could be a great place to check it out. These things are themed incredibly.
they are, and I would say that is the 2 strongest selling points for me on the All-Star resorts are, 1, the price. They are the cheapest places to stay on property.
Yes,
But number 2 for sure is the theming. Like the theming here is really, really good.
it is.
If you want to see Disney stuff, I would say that you are better off here than you are, frankly, at a lot of the much nicer resorts.
Yeah,
Where it's a little more subtle, a little more hidden.
it is.
It is not hidden here.
No, it's
at all.
It's over the top.
It is over the top.
We're talking huge characters, like 2,
Yep.
3 stories tall.
Yep.
Characters.
Yeah. And then again, like the smaller characters all throughout. You know,
Yeah.
like they've got these little scenes set up. Kind of.
They
It's
do.
it's a cool thing.
Especially if you're into taking pictures and stuff. and
Yeah.
you want to stop and do that. Like they're great for that.
They are.
All-Star Music Resort. Make sure I said that clearly. Also has family suites.
It does. It does. And the family suites, honestly, they look pretty nice. They go
They
pretty
do.
quick. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to get them. You got to book them a long
Understandably.
way out, but they do look very nice, especially. And this is in my opinion, this is one thing that I think Disney needs to be better about. if you are booking, if you're looking to book 2 rooms, right?
Mhm.
So let's say it's your family of 4, parents, 2 kids, and you're thinking, we'll book 2 rooms. We'll put the kids in one room. We'll be in the other. You can request that adjoining rooms,
Right.
but
You're not guaranteed.
yeah, connecting rooms or, close by rooms or whatever is not guaranteed at all. A family suite does guarantee that.
It does.
That's the advantage of the family suite, And so the only 2 resorts that offer family suites are All Star Music and Art of Animation, which
Yeah.
we'll get into later. But there's a huge price difference there.
There's a huge price difference. And,
Yeah.
and I'll say this, if so your room is typically going to be set up where you're going to have, I think it's a double bed, maybe queen. I don't know,
They
double
say
queen.
it's a queen.
And then you're going to have the Murphy pull down bed.
Yep, which is also a queen, same size.
And then you're going to have, you have TV, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Your standard bathroom.
Yep.
It's
a bathroom.
You have
One
a room
sink.
with a toilet and a shower.
Yep.
And then you'll have the sink that's outside of it.
Yep. And a fold down ironing board.
And if you choose to iron while you're on vacation, which I do sometimes, actually, if you're
Yeah,
going to
yep.
nicer places.
Yep. It is funny to me though that like if you stayed at a deluxe resort, you don't get an ironing board in your room.
You don't, do you?
No, you only get them in the value resorts. They
That's
have the pull down
because
ironing
you're
board
at the
there.
deluxe resort, so you're paying someone to come pick up your
Well,
laundry.
I
yeah.
guess. I don't
And
know.
Disney has been,
Or if you do get the ironing board, I don't know where it is. I
there's
haven't
this
found it yet.
trend where they're swapping out the iron for the steamer.
Oh,
So there's that.
so
Okay.
you just like hang it on the door and steam it.
Yeah, which is nicer than burning a hole in your
Yeah.
shirt.
Yes, and just better in every way.
It is. So what I was going to say is this: if you have so we have kids, 2 kids, and so we need both beds down. Or
Yep.
well, one bed is always down. Murphy bed down.
Right. Yeah.
And then you have a stroller though.
Oh yeah.
It's tight.
And your bags. These
It's
aren't
tight.
big rooms.
They're not big rooms. Now Disney has been as they're redoing these rooms,
Yep.
they're leaving the space underneath the bed open
Yes.
specifically so you can put your luggage
Yep.
in there. Rich, real quick, quick yes or no. Do you unpack your bag when you get to the hotel? Or do you leave it all in a bag?
I do unpack my bag.
Do you unpack?
I unpack. Yes, I unpack
Okay.
and put it
Me
in,
You
too.
unpack?
I
and
do.
then I
Okay.
pack
Okay.
it up as I get.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, my suitcase basically becomes a hamper. for
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
They're idiots.
But
They are.
but I will say that is another issue in the value rooms. There's not a lot of drawer space or
Mhm.
anything.
There's not.
So
There's not a ton of
um,
room.
they're a comfortable room, I think.
They are.
They're a cozy room.
Mhm. It's nice. The Murphy bed to me is great. It's a great
It
idea
is.
because you can. Well, when quicker than aside is that when it's down, you got to do something with those chairs. So that's
Yes.
taking up additional space.
That's true.
However, in the morning, if you want breakfast in the room or something, you put the bed up,
away. Yep. And you got a table.
get your chairs, you got your
Yep.
table. I mean, it works out.
It does. It is.
Nicely.
It's a really good. It's a great design. Like in my
is.
opinion, they've done a good job with just the functional design of the room.
Right.
I think that again, it's a small room. It's a cozy room, but I do think it's a comfortable room. The beds are crazy comfortable.
They are.
Like they really are comfortable beds. Even the pull down bed. Like there's really once it's down, in my opinion, there's no real
the
noticeable
Murphy
difference.
bed is light years ahead
Yeah. Oh yeah.
of the pull out couch.
The pull out couch is
It's
torture.
awful.
Yeah.
I mean, I slept on one in California Adventure. The
Okay.
California Adventure.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me reel that back in. Grand Californian,
Okay.
and it was awful.
Sure. I
And,
can
and
believe
this
it.
is a room, and I didn't pay. I was staying on points.
Sure, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so I'm
but-
not paying per night. But
Yeah.
these things go for $700-800
That's the undiscounted.
$100
Yeah.
a night.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's uncomfortable. No,
Right.
That should never be the case.
And to be
so
clear,
I'm
not
glad they're
uncomfortable.
doing
Like
this.
not uncomfortable. Like this is the most comfortable thing. Like uncomfortable to the point. Like
I can't
will
sleep.
you sleep tonight? Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
won't because
No.
there's a bar in your back.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of good to be said about All Star.
Yeah.
The cons I would say is it's going to be loud.
It is, and that's probably going to be the truth for any of these. It is a physically long way away from everything.
I was gonna
It
say
is.
it's like
You're in a different county.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And when
Yeah.
you leave to go
Yeah.
back to the resort, you're going to have to walk really far to
That's
get
the
there.
other thing.
the-
I've
yeah.
always
These
said
are
if-
these are bus only.
yes,
The All Star resorts
they are, and I've always said that if there are 50 bus stops, yours like if there's 50 gates for the buses,
Yes.
you're going to be at gate 70.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they Disney will it's like they want you to know
They
we know
remind
you're
you.
staying at the cheapest one, and we want you to feel that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You're here and we appreciate
But-
that.
But
But-
I will say this for them too. They have some of the best bus service because those
They have
buses
to.
run.
They have to.
They do, but I mean, like I see, and when I've stayed there, had no problem with the buses. When I'm waiting on my bus for I see All Star going by all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
It is consistent.
yeah, and so I do think that it is bus only, but I really don't think in this particular case, I don't think that's really that bad of a
Well,
thing.
they probably have
Yeah.
a ton of people staying at All Star and the
Yeah.
buses, and it's the only thing that runs. So
Yeah.
they probably have a larger fleet just for
Oh, yeah.
All Star.
They
just
do.
for that.
And to be clear, these are fairly large resorts. You
They
can
are.
be a long walk from the lobby. I would strongly recommend you go for that preferred room.
I
It is
agree.
a slight upcharge. It is absolutely worth it
It
because
is.
it is likely going to save you a good bit of walking.
Yeah, but is this the preferred room in front of the pool? Because that isn't really any better in that regard. Because that's the new thing, right?
Oh no, you're talking about like when they switched to next year preferred location.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Preferred
yeah. No,
location.
no, this is at the All Stars they only have standard rooms, preferred rooms, and then at All Star Music they
Wunderbar.
have the family suites.
Yeah.
And the preferred rooms are going to be much closer to the main building, which is where you're going to have to go for everything anyway. Again,
Yep.
if you want to eat, and the food court there is great. It is your only option for food, but it's going to have pizza, it's going to have burgers, it's going to have chicken.
Oh, you got plenty of options.
You do, and they all three that they're all. They have like maybe one or two different items on the menu at each one. So if you really want to, you can walk across and eat at another
You
one.
need some variety in your life.
Yeah, it's going to be a different kind of burger.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not to say it's bad. They have a pool bar. All of them are going to have a pool bar. So you're going to have that sort of offering,
Right.
which I have no problem with. I enjoy the Disney pool bar offerings. But if you're looking for a nice lounge, it's not going to be here.
It's not there.
They're not going to have a gym. They will have a laundromat.
They'll have a running trail.
They will definitely, and even if they don't have a running trail,
You
you
can
just
make
run
your own
around.
running
I mean,
trail.
it's- yeah,
Yeah.
it's so yeah. All in all, All Star.
So
Do you want to do them separately? Oh, also other slight bit of trivia. All Star
Yeah.
Sports is always the cheapest one.
it really.
It is not by much. I mean, we're talking like a
But,
few dollars.
Yeah, but still.
But it is. If you want the cheapest rooms on property, the All Star
I
Sports
say
Resort.
let's go ahead and do pass or stay on, and not individually,
Sure.
but collectively. All Star Resorts
Yeah,
in general. Pass or stay.
I would stay, especially for a shorter trip,
Okay.
or if it's just me.
Okay.
Or me and like friends.
Right.
If it's me and Emily, I'm not staying here. I'm gonna spend more money, look for something nicer for the two of
Yep.
us. If it's me, Emily, and the boys, I'm gonna go somewhere that in fact I'm probably gonna go to Art of Animation is typically where we go.
Okay. You
However,
you kind of tipped your cap.
I did. However, those All Star Music's family suites, I would do that.
Yeah.
I
You
would
try
do
it
that.
out.
I absolutely I
Yeah.
would. Like they look really nice.
Aaron, pass or stay. All Star.
Are we aiming for like which one's our favorite to like pick one to stay, or
Just-
can I
just-
just pass
would
on,
you?
pass or stay
Yeah,
on
you
all
can-
of
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
But just All Star, not Pop Century. or Art.
Yeah. I'm going to pass on All Star for now,
Okay.
simply because it always feels like always, like I've stayed there a million times, is a long walk to
Yeah.
get out of there,
Can
and
be,
that's what I
for sure.
remember.
So I again I think maybe being conflicted is the name of the game tonight.
Yeah.
I currently have a reservation there in November.
Yeah.
So I can't really say pass.
No, you are
But I'm
by
indeed
definition
staying. Yeah. And this is what I was for me, I would stay like so in our case we're staying a couple nights and then we're transferring to another resort.
Mhm.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If my option is stay off property or stay at All Star, I'm going to
Hands down.
stay on property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hands down. Stay on property at All Star.
Yeah.
Any money that you save, you're
property
going to
somewhere
pay
else.
extra though in like Ubers and stuff anyway.
You are.
You
yeah.
are. Well, and again, you probably will pay more for your All Star room than
Yep.
you would for your off property room, and your All Star room will be smaller and not as nice as your
Right.
off property room would be.
But you're going to be in the Disney bubble.
You are.
So if that's important to you,
Yeah. And again,
it's-
these aren't
yeah.
luxury rooms by any
They're
stretch,
not.
but they are very functional. Like they're good rooms.
yeah. And if this is your first time going to Disney, stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Especially if you
Yeah.
got your
If you have
kids, or
kids,
something.
yeah. If you
Yeah.
got kids,
That's-
stay.
Yeah.
But I agree. If it's Leslie and I, we're passing.
Well, and honestly, even if it's just me, this is not my first choice.
Right.
I'm perfectly
it's a
happy.
choice.
It's a choice. If this is what's there, I'm not even like grumbling about it. I'm great. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say this is maybe I'm closer to a pass than I am a stay. It's not my first choice.
Right.
It's
not my first value.
Also,
choice.
hold on, because I feel like we need to clarify this because annual pass holders get a pretty good discount on hotel rooms if those discounted rooms are selling currently. We'll see. We'll see if that lasts.
Yeah.
But that kind of skews it too for me.
It does.
Because if I was paying rack rate for this,
which is the whole reason
yeah,
in November I'm staying at All Star.
Right. And that's the thing. If I were paying rack rate for it, I would probably have a different opinion on this.
Yeah.
I would probably think that no, the All Star resorts really are more worth it than we're giving them credit for. But with the discount that I can get as an annual pass holder right now, it's not that much more for me to upgrade to Pop Century. Pop Century comes with a Skyliner.
Yes.
And that's where
God.
that is my resort. That's my value resort of choice.
It's mine too, unless I'm going with the family.
Yeah.
But if I'm going just me, or again, if it's me and Emily, I'm going to spend the money for somewhere nicer.
But that's different.
Yeah. But when I've gone just me, this is the first place I look.
Yeah.
In fact, I even look here for if there's no annual pass holder discount rooms available, I'll look at, what's the next best discount I can get?
That's, even if it's my family.
Yeah.
When Lennon and I went, just the two of us, that's where we stayed. If Leslie takes the kids down, her and Joey have gone down. That's where they've stayed.
Yeah.
If it's whatever. A lot of times if I'm bookending a trip.
Sure.
So I'm gonna stay here for a couple of days and then stay at DVC or something for the rest of the week.
Yep.
This is where we stay.
Sure.
A lot of people don't like the theming of Pop Century.
That includes me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's growing on me.
I think the more I stay there, the more I just enjoy staying there.
Right.
But even then, I think the theming is kind of dumb. Like I just
It
don't.
feels kind of
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's all over the place. I guess it's supposed to be because it's supposed to be decades, right?
It's an incomplete thought.
But it does exactly.
That's it.
And
like
so
I get what they're going
not land
for.
at all.
It doesn't, because honestly, for me, now granted, I grew up in the 90s and the 2000s and everything, so maybe if I were a little bit older, I'd be like, oh man, yo-yos. I love yo-yos and bowling pins and swing dancing or whatever it is, but even like over the 90s area, the giant, they have a giant Game Boy or something like that over there.
Have is that where they have the giant laptop and it's got
That's
the old information? It's still got like MGM Studios on it.
Yes.
Probably got the little red mouse nub in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah, before they invented touch mice or whatever.
Or touchpad.
Yeah, touchpads. No, my favorite is the pool it's the diskette pool that they try to pass off. It's just a square pool.
Yes.
It's not.
Yes.
It's just a square, you guys.
That's
It's not the guitar pool like they have over at All Star Music.
Yeah.
It's just a square.
If you like Lady and the Tramp, though, if you like Jungle Book,
Roger Rabbit,
Roger Rabbit, Goofy, he's got a little car there, a little surfboard.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah,
they do like movies on the lawn or something.
Oh yeah,
there,
they
right?
do. They do it at all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is one thing we didn't mention, that again, even though these are the value resorts, you still get a lot of
a ton of amenities
and a ton of like the like
not amenities. That's not the right word.
No, but like the events and stuff that they do throughout the
Disney
day. Like,
perks. There'll be stuff going on at the pool all the time.
Yes.
There'll be trivia. There'll be games that the kids can play. They'll do tie dye. They'll do
The
crafts.
movie
they'll
nights.
do movie nights.
Again,
s'mores.
the places are not even All Star Sports. You have to have extraordinarily high standards to look at the place and be like, I can't live here or stay here for a day or two.
Yeah,
you're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
you will.
But yeah, now Pop Century has the same. It's the same exact room, Even in the updated rooms. Which I think is just a soft update. New curtains and stuff like that. I do think they put like something down on the floor though that kind of looks like a carpet.
Which is interesting because they've been going away from carpet recently and doing more like an LVT.
I don't think it's actually carpet.
Oh, it just looks like it.
I think it's just supposed to look like it.
Weird.
But either way, it is the same exact room that you're going to find at All Star. So you're not upgrading your room at all. You're just upgrading. Are you at All Star or are you over at Pop Century? The only real upgrades for Pop Century that I would say are, one, you're on the Skyliner.
That's my opinion.
I think
is
it can be
very
a real big
valuable to me.
I agree. I used to be of the opinion that I think people overvalue the Skyliner.
Yeah.
I'm no longer really of that opinion. I think the
So,
Skyliner is worth
It's
it.
awesome.
It is.
It
It
is.
is. You also do have a bigger and better dining area,
You do.
and you have a much bigger and much better gift shop.
Yeah.
If that matters to you.
If it does, and if it doesn't,
If it doesn't,
fine.
yeah. But it is a really
the thing
nice
is,
gift
I
shop.
just with the Skyliner, I now have access to more resorts
I
and
agree.
more areas. You know, if we
It's
want to
easier to
go
come and go.
eat at different restaurants at other resorts and
Yep.
that kind of stuff, and I mean, you still have that access with All Star, but that means going to another park or Disney
Or-
Springs and
or Ubering.
transferring, or Ubering. You know, and instead I could do the Skyliner.
Yep.
So, I'm definitely staying at Pop Century.
Stay.
It's a stay for me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Unanimous.
Last
stay.
one on the docket, Art of Animation,
Yep.
which
Nice.
It is nice.
I have mixed feelings about.
So here's the thing.
Conflict is the name or the theme of this episode. Sorry, go ahead.
So Art of Animation primarily is made up of family suites. And they are definitely different from the family suites that you find at All Star Music.
Newer IPs,
Newer IPs. The theming
Popular.
is fantastic.
Nemo,
Nemo,
Cars.
Cars, Lion King, and then the Little Mermaid rooms.
Yeah.
So the Little Mermaid rooms, all Art of Animation has a weird history. It was originally an expansion of Pop Century, and they started building rooms.
They did.
And September 11th happened, and they stopped building
stopped.
the rooms.
And it was going to be a continuation of
It was going to be like the
Pop
future.
Century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my understanding, it was going to be like the 2010s, 2020s, 2030s, 2040s.
I can't remember if it was 2010s or the 1910s, 19. It doesn't matter.
I think it was the
Yeah.
I think it was the future because I think it was
That
because they
makes
had
sense.
because that bridge is the generation
It's the
gap
generation
bridge,
gap,
and I think it was
yeah.
supposed to be like
Yeah.
what was to what will be.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
It does.
But they built the main hall.
Yeah,
And they built
the Little Mermaid buildings.
like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, and
which
then they
all
sat empty
look
for
just
forever.
like Pop Century.
Yep.
All-Star rooms, exterior entrances,
Yep.
the whole 9 yards.
And on the inside, at least, the room is the same, except
It's the
that
same.
I don't think they have the pull down bed. I think they just have the 2 queen beds in them.
That would make sense. I don't
Yeah.
know that those have been refurbed recently.
That's fair. Okay, you're
to
right.
start that trend
You're
of
right.
the Murphy beds.
Which is why.
Yeah.
But the theming there is phenomenal. And if
It
you
is.
like, so here's the thing: if you like Little Mermaid, if you've got a kid that likes Little Mermaid, these rooms are fantastic. However,
It comes with a sacrifice.
that it does, and the sacrifice is a 15-minute walk,
Yeah.
something like that.
From the buses or the Skyliner or
Yeah.
the food.
Yeah, literally everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get a
yeah.
pool over there,
Yes.
and it's a nice pool.
It is. Everything's nice. The theming is great.
Yeah.
Everything's nice about it.
Yep.
The problem is, like, if you're like me, my family, and a lot of this is me trying to get them out the door. I'll say,
Yeah.
hey, what do you guys want for breakfast? Let me mobile order it.
Yeah.
I'll go pick it up. I'll bring it back to the room. So I get back to the room. We have Mickey waffles, but I forgot to get syrup. Guess what?
It's 30 minutes.
It's 30 minutes round
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah. No, that's a huge thing. Now, I will say this. If you are driving, if you're going to be driving your car on property, you can park right outside of these rooms.
Yeah.
I think that would change it for me. If I had a car and I was staying over there, I think it would change the calculus for
maybe.
me.
I don't think it would for me.
It would change it for me, at least knowing that I could take my car and drive over
You
to
could.
Magic Kingdom and park.
You could.
I don't have to walk this whole way
Yeah.
with the bus. I don't know. To me, it would make it a little bit better. But
But you've stayed in the family suites.
we stay in the family suites a lot.
I have not. I've stayed one
Yep.
time to say I stayed at Art of Animation. We stayed in the Little Mermaid suites. I won't do it again.
That's fair.
Honestly, I'll pay less money for a preferred room at Pop Century, and I'll be happy.
That's the biggest thing. They're just too expensive.
They're too expensive.
In my opinion, they are too expensive.
well,
for what you're
and,
getting.
and when you get to the family suites,
Yep.
so if you guys are all interested in, and maybe we can talk about this on another podcast,
Yeah.
renting DVC points,
Yeah,
you're right there in that price range.
you are.
Um,
You absolutely are.
and so if I'm paying that kind of money, I love the Skyliner.
Yep.
But do I want to stay in a family suite with the Skyliner, or do I want to stay at the Polynesian with the monorail? You know, and
Yeah.
it just depends. Honestly,
I agree.
it could be a different experience for your family depending on what you want, what you like, what you don't like, where you're going,
Yep.
all the things.
And that's for us. I love the theming. I do like the space
Yeah.
that the family suites offer. I think they're not nice rooms, but again, they're very functional.
Very.
I think they are.
Give us a little bit of the layout.
So when you walk in, you're in like the living room kind of
Okay.
area. So you have a pull-out couch. You do have a Murphy bed that folds down on the table. You do have a sink and then a separate toilet tub shower room.
Okay.
You know,
So 2 bathrooms,
it's 2
basically.
bathrooms,
full.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is a huge
It
benefit
is.
here. I mean, it's hard to find that in DVC suites.
It is.
And then you've got a master bedroom with its own master bath,
Okay.
which is going to be a walk-in shower and a nicer sink area and
Right.
everything. All super themed to, you know, if you're Nemo, you're underwater. If it's Cars, you're Radiator Springs or whatever.
So let me ask you this. Let's say you're going with another couple.
Yeah.
Okay. Would your option be get 2 separate rooms at Pop Century, or would you say you guys could all stay in a room at Art of Animation?
I do 2 separate rooms for sure.
Okay.
I would do 2 separate rooms for sure. It's that's the thing is, you know, you technically would have the separate space and everything, but you know, I would prefer to have 2 separate rooms.
Yeah.
Personally. I think it is great though for a family.
Sure. Looking for a little more room.
Looking for a little more room. If you want more space, you've got it here. And
Great
then,
location.
again, the theming, I think, is the best themed resort that Disney has.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you like any of these, if you like Nemo, if your kids like Cars, my boys love Cars.
Lion King.
Lion King,
That's probably
which
more of our generation.
it is.
But
I love
still.
Lion King,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Hakuna
but yeah,
Matata.
that I mean, it's worth going over there just to look at it. And that is one advantage. Pop Century and Art of Animation, they're right across the bridge from each other. They are easily within walking distance.
We often, if we're staying at Pop Century, we will walk across the bridge, check out everything at Art of Animation.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not getting in the pool,
Yeah.
but we're walking through the areas.
Yeah.
You know, just change it up.
Yep. And again, great gift shop.
Yep.
Great food. It is, again, just like the All-Star stuff, slightly different menu than what you had at Pop Century, but again, it's only like an item or two, and it's just
Yeah.
like, again, a different flavor of burger or whatever. Still on the Skyliner, obviously. So it's got all that. The biggest thing here is you've got the family suites. The downside to this one to me is the pricing. You are paying for it.
It's priced like a deluxe resort, honestly.
It is, you're well into the moderate pricing.
I would say above.
Yeah, well,
Depending.
only because of how big the room is.
Right.
But the price per square foot for the room is definitely into the moderate range, but you're not getting the moderate resort perks. You're not
Right.
getting a restaurant. You're not getting, you're just having the food court. You got the pools with no water slides. You do have a cool little water park area though at the Big Blue Pool,
That's true.
as well as a little playground area there too. So
For kids, it's great.
it is. It's great for kids. For adults, it's cool. I wouldn't stay here. This is my pass or stay. I would definitely stay here. I have many times. I will
Right.
again with my family. I would not stay here if I didn't have kids.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm a pass, honestly, just
Yeah.
because I don't. The family suites to me, they're too expensive.
That's totally fair.
I don't want to stay in the Little Mermaid suites again.
Nope.
Or
Which are
rooms.
also too expensive.
They're too expensive and they're just too far away.
Yeah.
Again, I can get the same thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like Little Mermaid, but
Yep.
it's not,
Yep.
it's not a big deal to me. So I'd rather stay at Pop Century for
Yep.
less money, closer to now. If you told me I could pay for a Little Mermaid room and get a magical upgrade to family suite, I'd do it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I'd do it in a
I'd do that in a
heartbeat.
heartbeat. Yeah. Well, and to be clear, I forgot to say this, for Pop Century also has preferred rooms. They are also worth it.
They are.
The pool view, whether or not that's worth it is up to you.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to me.
If you're not, I think it's the 60s and then there's like the 70s and
Yeah.
the 90s, maybe. Not 90s.
No, not the
90s is
90s.
far away.
I think it's
50s.
the 60s and the 70s. The 50s is
Yeah.
also, it's on the other side.
Anyways,
60s and 70s.
whatever
are
those
the
preferred rooms are,
ones. Yeah. It's
It's-
mostly the 60s.
it's worth it.
It is. It's absolutely worth it. And then over at Art of Animation, they don't have preferred rooms, but the Nemo suites are
Yeah.
they're the preferred ones. You're going to
The
pay a little
creme
more
de
for
la
them.
creme.
They are. They're centrally located, and it is a big difference in walking
It is.
between that and Cars or Lion King, especially if you get at a far room on
Yeah.
either one of those. You're walking a long way at the end of the night.
Aaron, Art of Animation, pass or stay?
Just comparing it to Pop Century, I gotta like pass because I don't think I get I don't get a whole lot out of it extra.
Yeah. That's fair.
Again, I think if you got kids,
Yeah.
it's worth it. If you don't,
It's great. Yeah.
I don't
If
think
you
it is.
want the extra space,
Yeah.
Honestly, if it were like me and either another family or something like that, I would
Sure.
consider it.
Sure.
Because there's some value in that like common area that's not necessarily a bedroom area. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Just for strollers or whatever.
Absolutely.
You got some
You
more
have a
storage.
ton of space for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ton of space.
All right. So to quickly recap today's episode, we talked about our perfect Disney day at Hollywood Studios and played a new game. We talked about which value resorts we would pass or stay at. I hate to end a sentence with a prepositional phrase, but I don't know how else to do it. Oh yeah, that was it. Really. So now it's your turn. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do comment below. We're trying to make this as much as we can. A conversation, right?
Yep.
So we'd love to hear from you guys. What do you agree with? What's been your experience staying at some of these resorts or hanging out at Hollywood Studios? You can reach out to us on social media. We're on both
We are
Instagram.
on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
The Park Hopper Society at the Park Hopper Society. We tried to make a Twitter and it got too frustrating, and nobody's really on Twitter anyway, so I gave that one up.
Yeah.
I think technically we do have one, but I don't remember what our handle is. And I don't care.
Well, Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook, Twitter. No, not Twitter. Facebook and Instagram. Reach out. You can also comment on the Podbean website where this
Yeah.
is hosted.
Or anywhere else that you're
or
consuming
anywhere else.
this content.
Yeah, if there's a way to comment there, or you can click through to the website. Either way, but reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you.
Always, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe,
Yes.
rate it, give us a rating,
Help us out.
leave us a review, all the things. And thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
So we've had fun. Hopefully you guys have
Absolutely.
as well. We'll be back later. No, it'll be next month at this point. We'll be in August, which is crazy.
Man, it will be.
Yeah.
That's true.
Don't
We'll
like that.
we'll dive into another perfect Disney day, this time at Animal Kingdom. And maybe we'll both have been to Disney World at this point. So we may talk about our experiences. So anyways, until then, take care, keep hopping.
See you real soon.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.